Thank you, Marcus, and thank you. All right, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Great. Are you all tired? Oh, we got some no's, we got some yes as well. It'll be a long ride home for some of you, so you have lots of time to sleep. We're gonna get started with our service today. And hello, everyone on Zoom. Welcome for joining us. Let us open up with a prayer. If I can ask Vicky to come back up.
Good morning, everyone. Let's open with a prayer, so please join me in prayer. Heavenly Parent, true parents, thank you so much for this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. We have finally concluded summer camp, Camp Boreal 2024 today. And Heavenly Parent, true parents, thank you for being with us. Thank you for staying with us. And more importantly, thank you for giving us your love that we were able to share with our brothers and sisters throughout the entire week. You have encouraged us, you have supported us, but we have also supported each other and loved each other and we have been there for each other, and we will continue to do that even if you're not reunited here today, even if you're not reunited for the rest of the year, we will continue to hopefully find each other and talk to each other and love each other as brothers and sisters. Heavenly parents, there's a reason why we have all gathered here today. There's a reason why we have all come here today in this beautiful location. And there's a reason why, Heavenly Parents, that this group, this camp, Heavenly Parent, is special. Each individual here that has put so much effort, that has done so much to making this camp the best possible, Heavenly Parent, has done so in your name, but has done so also for the sake of others. And that is a life that I hope that we all aspire to achieve, and a life that I hope that we all decide to continue. Heavenly Parents, I thank you for this wonderful Sunday, and I pray in my name of Victoria Sambao and all of us gathered here today.
Thank you, Vicky. All right, sorry, a little bit of difficulty with the technical stuff. But let's get started with another song. So I invite everyone to rise as we sing, I think it's By and By. So all right, participants, I want to hear you sing. This is one of your favorite songs. Again, here you go. Let's go together. There we go. Keep it up. All right, six, all right, well, let's go. All right, let's go. and we'll understand it better by and by. All right, good job, everyone. Remain standing because we have another song coming up. The Principal Youth March. Trevor, thank you. You can take your seat. All right. So we are going to invite out our one of our directors. So we had two camp directors this year. One of them was Irene. The other was Sasha. So I invite Sasha as your program.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so we're gonna present our team to all of you that were here. So the first team is Yellow Team Younger. Yellow Team Younger, if you want to come up and present your team. So Yellow Team on the younger side was led by Connie and Duna. And they're the Glitch Smiling Sons and Daughters too. Thank you, yellow team. Next is blue, Stephanie and Jeremy. So blue team was led by Jeremy and Stephanie, and then there's the blue summer team. Thank you, blue team. Next, we have the green team. On younger side, led by Vincent John. And they're called the Dream Green Team. Sorry, the group Dream Team. Yeah. They're gonna present their team. And so we're the Dream Team.
So on the older team side, we had for first yellow team led by Han and Ruslana. Next up, we have blue team, led by Finn Sherry and Julie. Next, we have green team, led by August Grill and Bobby. And last but not least, we have red team. Led by American and Aye.
Okay. We also had 6 core staff with us. So with Sasha and I, we had Jen, Josh, Julian, and Nori. And we also had 2 Thank you. We also had 16 leaders if you didn't know. So if you're we also have to be fed throughout the week, right? So we want to thank our teaching staff. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have a couple of award things to give out. So first, this week we are collecting points within our teams, right teams? So all 8 teams were competing for the most points at the end of the week. We're giving points if you won a mini game. We're giving points if they gathered their teams first. We're also giving secret points if you volunteered to pray. So if you volunteered to pray this week, you got some points for your team too. And also if we saw any good behavior, we saw you helping hands, we saw you being a good participant, having fun, we also gave you points. And it was a really close talk. It was really close, so I'm going to say the runner-up. So in third place with 20 points, it was Team 7. Okay, in second place, it was the Blue Team. So you beat them by 1. And then the winner of Team Purple is the Green. So by 2 points. Oh. Give it up. Yay. And then we're gonna combine colors. So we're gonna announce the challenge day winners. So we're gonna start with fourth place. So fourth place with 3,855 points was number that was fourth place, yes. So in third place with 4,175 points, we got the Yankees. So I'm gonna announce number 1 of the challenge day winners. First place for challenge day winners with 5,085 points is the Blue. Come on now, come on now. Have a seat. All right. So we all had fun this week, but we like to acknowledge one camper that we really noticed that they did a good job, they participated well, they helped out a lot. So we have camper of the week for both younger and older. So I'm gonna announce that camper of the week for younger. So this person, they were really helpful in all their activities. They were leading a lot, even though they were participants, they were leading all the other kids to come and play. And they were really just having fun, helping out so much. And so the camper of the week for the younger team goes to
On the older team side, we also had a very special participant. So our team leaders voted throughout the week and shared a lot of comments about who helped them out most and who was helping. Yeah, so this person as well was on top of their chores, helped other teams' chores, and helped the younger kids complete chores. Younger kids who can't reach the sink, they helped them. They also they were also helping, they were a participant, but they were taking on team leader duties, and their team leaders could rely on them. And we got votes even from the other side. The younger team leaders were also telling me about how helpful and awesome this person was. So, with a drum roll, please. The older best camper of the week is Austin.
okay. So we had a lot of hope this year. We had 16 team leaders, so 8 team leaders on each side. But everyone did a good job, so we're gonna acknowledge a team leader of the week. For the younger side, we were really impressed with how this team leader was always with the kids, was always participating fully. He was like a participant himself almost. And every time the kids would always go to him because they wanted to have fun and play with them. And also he was so helpful, even on his free time when everyone was sleeping or napping, he was always with the kids, always taking care of them. So we really want to acknowledge our team leader of the week for the younger side.
For the older team side, we had one particular team leader that was very, very helpful. So if you look around, we actually have missionaries joining us here today, and a lot of them don't speak fluent English. And so we had a lot of participants and leaders who were all very, very helpful, but sometimes it was a challenge. And then we also have always lots of participants who are coming for the first time, so they might not have any friends. And this team leader went out of his way often, all the time, to reach out to those people that were here for the first time, that were struggling. They also helped out with core staff often. They gave us lots of feedback to improve our activities. Yeah, so without further ado, the drum roll, the older best team leader of the week was August.
Okay, now we have a video summary of what we did this week made by Aki and Chuck. Summer class.
Gotta put it on Zoom too.
False alarm.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, know the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. Hey, brother, do you still believe in one another? Hey, sister, do you still believe in love? I wonder. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world to do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. What if I lose it all? Oh, sister, I will help you out. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, do you still believe in love? I wonder. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. What if I lose it all? Oh, sister, I will help you out. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
So we're coming back to Zoom in a minute. It won't be long.
Along those lines, we learned about how to receive love, but this week was more about how to give love, how to give love to different people in our lives. So we talked about what is love, what is not love. We talked about loving your family, loving parents, friends. We talked about loving nature, if you are from the younger group, and we talked about loving ourselves if you're from the older group.
You need to log into Zoom on this laptop.
God. So with all that in mind, we have our presenter today,
Okay.
Dr. Franco Familaro, who will
You need to
be.
log in first. Log into Zoom. Or nobody will hear him. On Zoom, I mean. Don't worry about the camera. He's not on Zoom anymore.
Recording in progress.
This week? You're gonna come back next year? Maybe some of you can be team leaders. And the older speaker, not you kids.
We're back on.
All right, so let us invite up Dr. Franco Familaro.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Great to see you. Now, I don't know how I'm going to handle a clicker, a phone, and a microphone at the same time. But maybe you can do the clicker. Wow, what a wonderful group. And to see everybody here on the video was probably not as good as seeing it live, right? I mean, you were really an amazing group. And I'm glad you could go on the canoe. I'm glad you could go on the river, on the canoe. That's what, my good, we have all these people listening on Zoom. And I hope that they can hear, because they've been complaining that the sound wasn't that good and they couldn't hear you sing. But now it's perfect, right? So back to the canoe. You know, this is what Canada's about. And this is how it was founded. People got on these canoes and they would leave Montreal and go all the way to where? To Lake Superior by canoe. Then come back. And what did they pick up on the way? They pick up furs, then they ship them to Europe. And that became the basis of the country's economy. And those canoes that you're on, they're not the same as the old canoes that they used 300 years ago. But it took strength, it took determination, it took a lot of energy for them to go there. Because they would be gone from April till October. Can you imagine being in a canoe for 5 or 6 months? Not easy. But this week, your theme was discovering love. And yes, I have my PowerPoint here. So today I'm going to talk about discovering true love. Next slide, please. So what I was told is that you're discovering love, how to love your parents, how to love nature, how to love ourselves, and how to love God, the heavenly parent. And this is a very important topic, and I'm sure that you learned a lot. So I asked my personal assistant to help me find a good quote or two that comes from true parents. And the first quote was from True Father when he spoke in Toronto in 1971. And there he said, there must be some great goal that we are headed toward. That is the love to which God and man can unite into one and live together to eternity. Love is eternal. Those who love each other, want to remain eternally in that love. Love is one. Love alone is the core of human desire. It must be unchanging. So those of you that have a good friend, does anybody have a good friend? You have a good friend, right? Or you have parents that you love. It's like a being shocked or something, right? And those of you that have a sister or a brother you're close to, you want to be with that friend or that sibling or whoever forever. Right? This is what love is about. It's about being in a relationship that stays forever. So when your parents got blessed or married, that was the intention. That was the goal, that love would last forever. Then I have another couple of quotes. Next slide, John. These are from True Mother, more recent. One should practice love for the whole, not for themselves. When you have a grateful mind, peace will come. When you have peace in your mind, you can enjoy freedom without restriction. Second gen, third gen, fourth gen need to know that. And also she said, all of us desire to live in happiness in a world of peace. We can attain this dream. Let us forgive our enemies. Does anybody have any enemies? Maybe you don't know you have enemies. Right? We're challenged to even love those people that we don't like. So if you're in a summer camp like this, maybe one good thing to do is to try to take care of someone you don't like. That's a good example of discovering love. Let us forgive our enemies, love our neighbors as if they were our own flesh and blood. and unite for the sake of peace. Let us advance toward one world under our heavenly parent. So said True Mother in a speech in Korea in 2014. So, we've been in this place here for 21 years, since 2003. Many of us remember bringing our own children here. When I come here, other brothers and sisters come here who had their own children grow up in this summer camp, they have all kinds of memories. What are we gonna do? Okay. Don't worry. Nobody has gotten here. So, as you're on this quest to discover love, how can we actually find a love that's unchanging, a love that lasts forever, a love that doesn't change, a love that's true? And you know the secret to that is? Who knows the secret? How do you find true love? Anybody? Raise your hand. How do you find true love? What's the source of unchanging love? What's the source of true love? What's the source of love that lasts forever? You know? It's God. It's the heavenly Spirit. So that's the secret. Okay, that's the secret. The secret is to actually make a relationship with Heavenly Parent, because that's the way you can have a successful marriage, you can have successful friendship, you can have successful relationships that last forever. So the next slide, please. So one missing one. You've seen this diagram before. One more. Oh, no, that's it. So you've seen this diagram before, right? This is the goal of our life. The goal of our life is in these three blessings. Become a mature person, an individual, to establish a family that is centered on God. And thirdly, to have a good relationship with nature. That's pretty simple, right? Relate to God, relate to others, and relate to nature with love. So how do you do that? By establishing that relationship with God. So I want to encourage you to take that time that you need to make that relationship with God happen. Because as you know, it won't happen. Maybe I'm standing too far to the front, right? Okay. Because if you don't, then you won't find the love that you're looking for. So next slide, please. So who am I? All of us came from somewhere. We all came from our parents. Our parents came from somewhere else, right? So look at Unity, for example. Right? Her mother's from Korea, her father's American, and she's living in Canada. And those third generation that won all the prizes, right? They're the result of a relationship that comes from that family. So Unity's grandmother in Korea could never have imagined that her grandchild would be, or her child or grandchild would be in Canada. Maybe not. Dr. Hendricks's parents were American, I think from California, right? They may never have imagined that their grandchildren would be growing up in Canada. But they're the result of that background. And, you know, all of us are influenced by our heritage. We're also influenced by the environment that we grow up in. So if you're living in Toronto, or if you're living in Montreal, or if you're living in the countryside, you have influences from the people around you. But more important than anything else is what you do with your life. More important than any of those influences that you have is what you do and what you decide to do with your life. So, again, it comes down to three things, three blessings, three influences on who you are. And thirdly, next slide, please. All of us are destined to be leaders. To be a leader, you have to manage yourself, which means that you have to know what way of life you should follow, morally and spiritually. You have to be able to speak, like all of you did already, in public. And this relates to the first blessing. Secondly, it's about managing people in your family, in the group, in a society, in a wider world. That relates to the second blessing. So, in the third is to actually have handle on the environment, meaning money and resources and all the things that relate to the third blessing. When you as an individual can do that, you can discover true love. So let's discover true love. Let's become the people. Maybe it's my phone. Maybe it's my phone. No, it's not my phone. Right? It's not my phone. So all of us are here to become the better people that God wants us to be. Who wants to be a better person? Who wants to be a person that truly loves others? Who wants to be a person that is loved by others? You want to be a person that is liked and loved by others? If you are, then you're on the way to becoming the true person that you should be. So there's a lot more to say, but today's a beautiful day, right? And we've been sitting here for a long time already, right? Now, that's just the introduction to my speech. I'm going to speak for about 3 more hours. Would you like that? I'm glad you have a sense of humor. I was worried, but if you would have said, "Can you gonna speak for another 3 hours?" And I might have worried about it. But now I know that you're normal. Who likes to listen to somebody talk for 3 hours? Anybody? No. But we have a lot of experience with that. So I want to thank you all for coming here, for making this camp. Thanks to all the elder second and third gen who took care of the younger ones. I want to thank the young ones for doing what they've done for the older ones, for making everybody happy. And thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to share about God, our heavenly parent, about true parents, and about all the efforts that have been made by many of the parents to support this camp, both spiritually, practically, financially, to make it happen. So thank you, everyone, for being such a beautiful, wonderful group. And that's the end of the introduction and the speech. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Franco, for your message today, and think that wraps up our theme very nicely. So thank you very much for that. All right, so now it is time for the participants to present their dance to everyone. So if I can ask the 8 volunteers to come up.
There seems to be a freedom here.
Are you ready? 5 seconds. All right, good job, everyone. There was a lot of energy there. Thank you for participating. All right, before we get into our closing song, I want to touch about the canoes, because I'm glad that was brought up. So as you know, we do have a program with canoes coming up in August. So we have a little promotional video show. Of the prize program.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds. And we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running. Nothing in our way, and we got no reason to wait. Let the journey take you where it wants to. We'll continue to find our way through anything we face. We got what it takes. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see. Hope in the clouds, and we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running. Nothing in our way, and we got no reason to wait. Let the journey take you where it wants to. We'll continue to find our way through anything we face. We got what it takes. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins. Every step, writing stories that seek to be read, taking hold of the moment as we discover every color filled with wonder. Now we finally see we got everything we need. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new on our own with our hope in the clouds. We're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming now. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
All right, so yes, that is the RISE program. If you are interested, it is for high school students and college students plus. So we do have a couple of spots left for this year. If you are still interested, there is still time to register. So with that, we're gonna close our Sunday camp service. I invite everyone on to stand up as we sing our closing song, Happy Sunny Side of Life. All right, that's awesome. Thank you to stop something.
Let us pray. And we're so grateful that because of true hands, we can all be gathered here together as a family, as brothers and sisters that have the same roots and the same source, and that we have been connected through the many efforts of our ancestors, of our parents, of our brothers and sisters to make this happen. We pray that the love that we share with each other, the peace that we're able to experience in this environment, and the goodness that we are able to express to each other, that we share this with the wider world. Because we know that there is such a deep need for your love, your peace, and your goodness everywhere. Thank you so much for bringing all these young people together. I pray that each one of them will be filled with your love and capture your vision so that we can build a world of true peace, true love, and true goodness. Thank you so much for bringing us together. And we want to pray that as we share the meal that we're going to partake in, that you will be with us each step of the way. Also, as we travel back to our home destination, I know it's hard to part after such a beautiful week together, but I pray that everyone will arrive back in their home safely. I pray and ask humbly your blessing on this gathering and offer everything to you in my name, Franco Famularo, a blessed Central family, Aji.
All right, thank you. Before we head off to lunch, let's take a group photo. Can we move the benches together? Get rid of the aisle. We'll have the camera person up here facing this way. So you can bring the chairs together, the benches together, and then come forward a little. Come forward, everyone.